Hello again, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Truth Pathway. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that many of us fear, but few understand its true power, the strength found in starting from absolute zero. We live in a world that glorifies the finish line. We see success, fame, and fortune, and we often think it began with a stroke of luck, a hidden advantage, or a golden opportunity. But no one really talks about the incredible, life-altering power of starting with nothing. The truth is, most of the strongest, most resilient, and most impactful people you will ever meet didn't start at the top. They began at zero. In the quiet, humbling space of having nothing. There was a time in my own life when I felt I had absolutely nothing. No money in the bank, no influential connections to call on, no clear direction forward. It was a suffocating space filled with pain, confusion, and a quiet, almost impossible dream that I had no idea how to even begin to pursue. I would spend my days looking at others who seemed to be moving forward so effortlessly. They were getting promotions, buying homes, building families, and all I could do was stand still and wonder, why not me? What am I doing wrong? It felt like a curse, a punishment for some unknown failure. But what I didn't understand back then was that this nothingness, this emptiness, wasn't a curse at all. It was my training ground. It was the forge where real strength was about to be made. When you have nothing, a profound shift happens. All the noise of the world fades away. The distractions, the superficial desires, the need for validation, they all lose their grip on you. In that silence, you start to learn what truly matters. You discover that inner peace is worth infinitely more than the loudest applause. You realize that fleeting motivation is no match for the unwavering strength of discipline, built one small, intentional step at a time. Most importantly, you learn that even when the world forgets you, when your phone stops ringing, and no one seems to notice your struggle, there is a presence that never leaves. You feel that God still remembers your name, that you are seen in the quiet moments. There is nothing in this world that builds character, resilience, and true self-awareness quite like starting with nothing. It's almost always in your lowest, most desperate moment that your real strength finally wakes up. It's a force that has been dormant within you, waiting for the right conditions to emerge. It happens when you've exhausted all your options, when there's no one left to call for help, and nowhere left to run, and that profound solitude, when all the external voices have gone silent. You finally hear the only voice that has ever truly mattered, the one inside you. A quiet but firm whisper that says, "Don't stop here. This is not the end." From that point on, every single small step you take, no matter how insignificant it may seem, becomes sacred ground. Every choice to get out of bed, to take a walk, to write one more sentence, is a monumental victory. You see, real power isn't about what you possess. It's not about your bank account, your title, or your social standing. True, unshakable power is about what you can create when you have absolutely nothing to work with but your own spirit. Every great story of triumph, every tale of overcoming incredible odds, begins with someone who simply refused to stay broken. They made a choice in their darkest hour to build something from the rubble. The reason starting from nothing hurts so much, the reason it feels so isolating and painful, is because it is fundamentally rewriting who you are. It's a transformative process, turning the desperate act of survival into a life of purpose, and turning your deepest pain into your greatest power. So if you are at zero right now, if you feel like you have no money, no support system, and no clear path forward, I want you to listen closely and remember this: you are not behind. You are not failing. You are being built. You are in the midst of a sacred, powerful process. Think about it. The greatest creations often begin in empty spaces. God starts his most magnificent works where there is nothing. The same divine power that spoke light into existence out of complete darkness is the very same power that can speak purpose, hope, and abundance out of your current state of nothingness. Your emptiness is not a void. It is a canvas waiting for a masterpiece to be painted. Don't despise these small, painful beginnings. Don't rush the process or try to skip the hard parts. This journey through the valley of nothingness is where you gather the tools you will need for the rest of your life. It is where you learn gratitude, humility, and an unshakable faith in your own ability to endure. Because one day, and that day will come, you'll look back on this time not with sadness, but with a profound sense of awe. You'll realize that the ultimate power you gained wasn't in what you eventually acquired, the success, the wealth, the recognition. The real power was in who you became when you had nothing. This is the Truth Pathway, a place where we understand that brokenness becomes strength, and nothingness becomes the birth of something truly divine. Thank you for walking this path with me today. If this message resonated with you, please share it with someone who might need to hear it. Until next time, stay strong, build hopes, and find happiness. You're loved.